This is a vulnerability report for August 26, 2025. Today's most critical vulnerability reaches a CVSS of 10.0. Up first, Citrix NetScaler ADC Gateway 0-Day with a CVSS of 9.2. A memory overflow vulnerability enabling authenticated remote code execution and/or denial of service on the Citrix NetScaler ADC and Gateway applications. Patches were released today, and active exploitation has been confirmed. Effective environments are the NetScaler ADC and Gateway versions prior to 14.1 through 47.48 and 13.1 through 59.22 and versions 12.1 through 55.330. Attackers use remote exploitation via HTTP, SSL, and QIC virtual servers bound on IPv6 services. To mitigate, apply release firmware updates immediately. There are no effective workarounds exist. Number 2. Git submodule config remote code execution with a CVSS of 9.1. A configuration parser flaw in the Git leads to remote code execution via crafted .git modules via control characters that mislead configurations, parsing, and enabling malicious Git hooks to execute on operations like commit or merge. Exploited in the wild. Effective environments are Git on Mac OS, Linux, and CI/CD systems using vulnerability versions. Attackers clone malicious repositories that triggers automatic code execution. To mitigate, update Git to versions 2.50.1 or above and avoid recursively cloning from untrusted sources. Number 3. NVIDIA NeMo Curator code injection with a CVSS of 7.8. A code injection vulnerability in NVIDIA NeMo Curator tools allows malicious files to execute, inject code, potentially affecting AI and machine learning workflows. Effective environments are all platform running NVIDIA NeMo Curator. Attackers use crafted files that trigger exploitation when open. To mitigate, apply NVIDIA's updates or configurations to prevent unsafe file processing. Number 4. Windows Graphic Components Remote Code Execution with a CVSS of 9.8. Critical no user interaction remote code execution flaws in Windows image processing engines, for example, JPEG, GDI+, metafiles, etc., can be triggered via document previews or embedded content. Attackers use Windows systems that process images via Office, browsers, or third-party tools. Attackers view or preview crafted images that trigger code execution. To mitigate, apply Microsoft August critical security updates. Lastly, number 5, SharePoint ToolShell ransomware exploit with a CVSS of 10.0. A 0-day flaw in SharePoint servers that are on-premise are being actively exploited by a group Storm2603 to deploy the Warlock ransomware, bypassing multi-factor authentication and compromising document stores. Effective environments are SharePoint Server Subscription Edition and SharePoint Server 2019 installations. Attackers use remote exploitation via crafted SharePoint app packages to execute unauthorized PowerShell commands. To mitigate, apply Microsoft's emergency patches, rotate machine keys, and enable AMSI integration, segment SharePoint, and enforce least privilege. This concludes today's vulnerability report. Remember, stay vigilant, stay secure.